Grand Rising, everyone. Hope you guys are okay and hope everything is going as planned. This is nikymus, and you're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empires free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. Title of this video: what happened to authenticity? Let me start by an example. For you guys who have been, who have awakened after narcissistic abuse, have you figured out that maybe you didn't do that before, but have you started to realize that it almost feels like everywhere that you look, there is a narcissist in the hood? Let's even start with the person that was involved with you way back in time. Did you realize that you was dealing with a bot? You have awakened and you realize you have spent all these years with a bot. Inauthentic person, a person who only knows how to lie, manipulate, abuse, do all these kind of fake things to you. Not only that, the world around you is completely fake. As an awakened person, you will always do everything in your power to make sure that you remember who you are. You see, as an awakened person, the first thing what you do, what usually happens actually, is that you're going to remember who you are. The whole world around you, there is very many people who don't remember who they are, which means that they are unauthentic, okay? So when you was born, you had a name, of course, you had this family, and then you was assigned to a religion, and then of course you was put in the school, you got this education and everything that was taught you was, go and study, get some nice marks and everything, then go and look for a job, go do this job. And when the job is finished, you can die and retire at a certain age, and that will be pretty much it. You are realizing that for a very long time, you have lost yourself. You have actually even lost yourself more when you actually stepped into a narcissistic relationship, because that is the only relationship that I know of that will drag you very far away from your true authentic self. A lot of empaths who have been with narcissists, the moment they leave narcissists, they are going to start to remember that they have been living inauthentically, because you've been living with a person who has completely made you forget who you are. You know that a lot of empaths have already forgotten who they are in those kind of relationships. So you're trying to pick up the pieces. You're trying to do the healing. You're trying to remember who you was, who you were supposed to be way back in time before you lost it all. This thing has been caused by, I could say, social engineering, okay? You have been taught things in church. You have been taught things in schools. You have been taught things in your cultures, in your communities, in your churches. A lot of these things have been happening around you. And they have been actually a process that has dragged you very far away from your authenticity. That is how you forgot who you are. Now, when you start to do the work, post-healing, of course, let's say post-awakening, you start to do some work on yourself and you start to heal yourself and, to, step a little bit back into your authenticity, which actually takes a lot of time. You are going to start to realize how inauthentic everyone is around you. Everybody wants to be famous, even if they've got nothing to offer. One time I had a conversation with a greater narcissist, and the greater narcissist told me that they want to be rich and famous. So for me, I was thinking that, is that it? That's all you want, just being rich and famous? What have you got to offer? Because sometimes you want something, but you should be able to have something in return that you can offer to the people, okay? It's not about waking up and be rich and famous. It happens sometimes in some case scenarios, but usually I would believe it will be even sometimes more meaningful to have some purpose while you pursue being rich and famous. Now, if you look on these, I could say, social media sites and everything, things that are going on now, Instagram, all this TikTok and everything, everybody's into AI, everybody's into artificial intelligence, everybody's into, makeups, everybody's into, what do they call those things? The filters. You can almost not see anyone that is presenting themselves authentically. Everybody is faking stuff. People are now all for the likes. I need to put a video and I need to have 1,000 likes, or they need to have 1,000,000 likes, or they need to have however much likes they need. People are doing things now for validation. They're just seeking validation. Somebody's going to watch me, so they are going to present themselves in the most fake way so that they can be liked. Do you know that actually these days people are more into the fake stuff than the real authentic stuff? Do you know the reason as to why a naked body or a naked woman could get 1,000,000 views and the person who is speaking the truth and authentic may get lesser views? Do you know the reason as to why people are not listening when authentic people are speaking? Do you know why a lot of people are listening to the crap, other than listening to the stuff that is going to put them or move them to the next level? That is what I mean when I say social engineering, because now the world that we live in, it is a very low frequency energy whereby everybody has completely forgotten their authenticity. It is almost impossible now to walk out and you will not meet 10 people. And you'll meet 10 people and you'll think out of those 10, there will be one authentic person. It's going to be very difficult. It could happen in some case scenarios, but it's going to be very difficult. Almost everybody out there is faking it. Everybody needs to put the clothes that everybody else is going to like. Everybody else wants to drive the car that everybody else will be, looking at, and everybody, oh, he has a nice car, he's driving this Bentley, and did you see the car he bought, and stuff like that. Everybody's in competition with somebody. Somebody wants to live in the biggest house in the neighborhood. Somebody wants to have the best pictures on Instagram. Somebody wants something that actually is not authentic. That is the world now that we're living in at the moment. But you see, you might realize as a person who is waking up and going through your spiritual journey and, learning a lot of stuff and going back, finding your authentic self, you're going to realize that actually over time, we have been lied to about the things that really matter. We have been taught a lot of things that we had to do just to seek attention, to seek validation, so that you can be loved, so that you can be liked. But at the end of the day, an authentic person is not looking for validation. If you're doing something like, for example, I could give you an example. Way back in time when I started this channel, I wasn't doing videos because I wanted to be watched. Okay, it's a good thing to be watched, but I also wanted the right people to watch me, because I was not like, okay, I'm going to be doing putting out videos, and the whole world is going to come to the channel and everybody's going to be watching and everything. I always manifested that this content will reach to the people that resonate with this kind of stuff. So I never really built this channel on grounds of the ego, okay, whereby I was just like doing it for the likes, doing it for the shares, and doing it for the money and everything like that. It has never been like that. That is not how the world moves. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to realize as a chosen one, a lot of you guys are on this spiritual journey, you are going to realize you are most likely the most authentic person in your neighborhood. Is the reason as to why a lot of people don't even like you, because a lot of people are thinking, many people around you are thinking that what does he think he is? What does she think she is? Because you are doing things they can only imagine in their heads. They don't know how to get out there and not be liked. They don't know how to be out there, put themselves out there, and not be validated. Everybody needs some kind of validation and like from people around them. And that's not the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. Because at the end of the day, the more you step into your fakeness, is the farther you get away from your authenticity. That's just simply the way it works. So a lot of this social media, what I could say, it has brought in a lot of these, I could say, murdered people. to become more inauthentic because people don't know how to live authentically, you know? Did you guys know that authenticity is the highest frequency? Do you know the reason why you get a lot of hate from people, chosen ones? That is because you are the most authentic person in your neighborhood. Authenticity is not something you will find on a daily basis. You may be lucky and you could even sometimes meet one authentic person in the entire day, or even sometime in the entire week. Everybody else you see around you, they are faking stuff. A lot of people think that they like the things they think they like, only for them to figure out that they never liked those things. Do you guys know that when I was living with a narcissist, even a lot of you guys have been with the narcissistic people, do you know that when they are going shopping, for example, they are going to go and buy the whole supermarket? Did you know that they are going to buy even the items that they do not need? Work with these narcissists in the shops, you are going to see. They are going to buy a lot of junk. You will actually find the whole house is hoarded with food. You may sometime later on realize 3-4 months later that even the food they bought 3 months ago, it hasn't been touched. They bought even things they didn't need. Even the clothes they will never wear. That is because we are moving with inauthentic beings everywhere around us. But the only thing you can do in this situation, ladies and gentlemen, do not be fooled by inauthenticity. Let nobody fool you. Authenticity is the highest frequency on this universe. You can only be as authentic as you can. The ones who are meant for you will gravitate towards you. The things that are meant to be for you, will actually meet you on that journey. But you'll always be sure not to attract anything that is inauthentic. So let's know what to think about the video in the comment section below. You guys do know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.